Welcome to this special edition deep dive into the triad of darshan during the Prayagraj Kumbh Mela.
Ah, yes, the triad.
Yeah. Before we even begin, for anyone listening who is captivated by Hanuman, his stories, symbolism, I think you'll really enjoy checking out www.hanumanchalisaofficial.com.
Oh, absolutely. A great resource for anyone wanting to learn more.
Okay, so you've sent us this amazing collection of articles, notes on this unique triad of darshan that pilgrims undertake during the Prayagraj Kumbh Mela.
Right.
It's like a spiritual journey within a journey.
Yes, exactly. It's a thread weaving through the already extraordinary experience of the Kumbh itself.
Right, and it's a fascinating lens, I think, for understanding these deeper layers of meaning and practice within Hinduism.
Yeah.
Millions gather in Prayagraj at the confluence of three sacred rivers, the Ganga, Yamuna, and the mystical Saraswati.
Right.
This meeting point, known as the Sangam, is considered incredibly sacred. It's believed to be where drops of Amrita, the nectar of immortality, fell during this cosmic battle between gods and demons.
It really sets the stage for the triad of darshan,
Yeah.
a journey that takes pilgrims through physical purification, a surge of devotion and courage, and a brush with the concept of immortality itself.
It's incredible. The first pillar of this triad, the Sangam dip, is perhaps the most iconic image of the Kumbh Mela. Thousands upon thousands of pilgrims immersing themselves in the sacred waters at the break of dawn.
Yes, yes, it's visually stunning to be sure, but what's happening beneath the surface, so to speak, is even more compelling.
Yeah, I was so struck by that in the sources. The idea that the dip isn't just about physical cleansing, but really a symbolic purification of sins,
Oh, absolutely.
like a way to reset and start anew.
It's a fresh start.
And the sources emphasize that each river carries its own significance, right?
Yeah.
The Ganga purifies, the Yamuna represents this liberation from the cycle of birth and death, and the Saraswati, though unseen, embodies knowledge and wisdom.
That's right.
So it's a cleansing on multiple levels, body, mind, and spirit all coming together at this sacred confluence.
What's fascinating is how the Sangam itself becomes a representation of dissolving the ego and realizing the oneness of existence.
Right.
You're literally surrounded by thousands of others, all seeking the same thing, all connected by this shared act of faith.
It makes you think about how these individual journeys can converge into a collective experience,
Right.
something larger than ourselves.
Absolutely. And that sense of unity is palpable at the Kumbh Mela. You can just feel it. It's a testament to the enduring power of faith and shared rituals.
And from this purifying dip, the journey takes you to the second pillar of the triad, located within the historic Prayagraj fort.
Right.
It's here that pilgrims encounter the Lete Hanuman, a massive idol of Hanuman, the monkey god, in a rather unusual pose.
Yes, unlike most depictions of Hanuman, who is usually seen standing or flying,
Yeah.
this one shows him lying flat on his back.
So interesting.
The name Lete itself means reclining.
I love that, yeah. It's a curious image, isn't it? Makes you wonder why this particular pose was chosen.
Well, the sources offer a couple of intriguing interpretations. Some suggest that Hanuman is resting after his epic feats in the Ramayana,
Ah, I see.
replenishing his energy for future acts of service.
Okay.
Others say he's lying in wait, always ready to spring into action at a moment's notice, a testament to his unwavering devotion to Lord Rama.
I love that too.
Both interpretations highlight Hanuman's incredible strength and devotion, qualities that resonate deeply with pilgrims seeking his blessings.
Yeah, and you'll find no shortage of devotion at the Lete Hanuman temple. The air is thick with chants of the Hanuman Chalisa. It's a powerful hymn dedicated to Hanuman. His devotees offer sindoor, oil, and flowers to the reclining deity.
And speaking of the Hanuman Chalisa, if you're interested in diving deeper into its meaning and significance, www.hanumanchalisaofficial.com is a fantastic resource.
Is it a must-visit for anyone intrigued by Hanuman and his role in Hindu mythology?
Now, beyond the rituals and symbolism, the Lete Hanuman embodies something truly profound. The power to overcome obstacles and the importance of unwavering faith, especially in the face of adversity.
It's so powerful.
In the midst of the Kumbh Mela's bustling energy, the Lete Hanuman offers a space for grounding,
Yeah.
for seeking courage and strength to navigate life's challenges.
That's beautiful.
It's a reminder that even amidst chaos, there's a source of inner strength we can tap into, a source that comes from devotion and unwavering faith.
So true. It's so powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lete Hanuman really embodies that spirit of resilience.
It's a powerful message to carry with you, as you move on to the third and final pillar of the triad.
What a powerful pillar it is. That this final stop takes you to another remarkable site within the Prayagraj fort. The Akshayavat, this ancient banyan tree believed to be immortal.
Immortal, it's quite a claim.
It really is.
Um,
And it makes you wonder what this tree has witnessed over the centuries, right?
Right, the stories it could tell.
I know. The sources suggest that the Akshayavat has survived even cosmic dissolutions,
Woo!
standing as a silent witness to the rise and fall of civilizations.
I can only imagine the sense of awe one must feel, just standing before this ancient giant.
Yeah, a living testament to the concept of eternity.
And you'll see pilgrims expressing that awe in various ways, circumambulating the tree, offering water to its roots, tying sacred threads to its branches, meditating under its shade.
Each act, a gesture of reverence,
Right.
a way to connect with something that transcends the limitations of human existence.
The banyan tree itself holds profound significance in Hindu thought,
Yeah?
often representing the universe,
Hmm.
its vastness and interconnectedness.
And the Akshayavat, with its claim to immortality, takes on an even deeper meaning, right?
Right.
Embodying the eternal amidst the transient.
It's a stark contrast to the fleeting nature of human life,
Yeah.
prompting us to reflect on our place in the grand scheme of things,
Absolutely.
to seek something beyond the material.
As we delve into these three pillars, I'm struck by how the triad of darshan isn't just a set of rituals, but a microcosm of Hindu spiritual practice itself.
That's a great observation. The triad beautifully encapsulates the multi-layered approach to spiritual growth that's so central to Hinduism.
It's not just about outward actions.
Yeah.
It's about engaging the body, the heart, and the mind,
Right.
creating a holistic experience.
Exactly. The Sangam dip, with its emphasis on physical purification, connects us to the tangible,
Yeah.
the elemental.
The Lete Hanuman, where devotion and courage take center stage, engages the heart, the emotional realm.
And the Akshayavat, with its symbolism of eternity, elevates us to the transcendental,
Yeah.
prompting contemplation and the quest for something beyond the material.
It's like a journey through different layers of being, a gradual ascent towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and the universe.
And this multi-layered approach is reflected in Hindu philosophy as well. The Upanishads, for instance, speak of the Atman and the eternal self, which resides within each of us.
And the Akshayavat, with its claim to immortality, becomes a potent symbol of that Atman, right? Reminding us that there's a part of us that transcends time and space.
It's a powerful message, isn't it?
It is.
That even as our physical bodies age and decay, there's an essence within us that remains untouched, eternal.
It's a concept that can be both liberating and humbling,
Absolutely.
reminding us of our connection to something much larger than ourselves.
And that connection is further emphasized by the Kumbh Mela itself. This massive gathering of millions, all drawn to the same sacred space, all seeking something profound.
It's a testament to the enduring power of faith and the human need for connection,
Right.
for something bigger than ourselves.
And within this vast sea of humanity, the triad of darshan acts as a compass,
Yeah.
guiding pilgrims on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth.
It's fascinating how ancient practices like these continue to resonate with people in the modern world.
It speaks to the timeless yearning for meaning,
Yeah.
for connection, for something beyond the everyday hustle.
And the triad, with its multi-layered approach, offers a framework for navigating that quest.
Right.
For finding solace and strength in the midst of chaos and uncertainty.
As we're talking about these deeper layers of meaning, I keep thinking back to www.hanumanchalisaofficial.com,
Oh, yeah.
the website we mentioned earlier,
It's such a valuable resource.
especially for anyone who wants to delve deeper into the spiritual richness of Hanuman and his role in Hindu tradition.
It's a perfect complement to our exploration of the triad of darshan. Now, we've touched upon the symbolism and philosophical underpinnings.
Right.
But I'm curious about the actual experience of the triad. What's it like to go through this three-part journey? What do the sources say about the impact it has on people?
Well, the sources mention a fascinating concept called collective effervescence.
Collective effervescence.
Yeah, coined by the sociologist Emil Durkheim.
I've never heard of that.
It refers to the heightened emotional state that people experience when they participate in shared rituals,
Okay.
especially in large groups.
So like a collective energy boost.
Yes,
A shared sense of purpose and intensity.
precisely. And the Kumbh Mela, with its millions of participants and its deeply rooted rituals, is a prime example of this phenomenon.
So when you're standing at the Sangam, surrounded by thousands of other pilgrims, all chanting and immersing themselves in the water, you're not just experiencing your own individual cleansing.
Yeah.
You're also tapping into a collective energy.
Exactly. And that energy can be incredibly powerful,
Wow.
leading to emotional breakthroughs, a sense of unity, and a renewed sense of purpose.
It's like everyone's individual energy amplifies the collective energy,
Yes.
creating a powerful feedback loop.
And that's where the triad of darshan becomes more than just a set of rituals. It becomes a transformative experience, a catalyst for personal growth.
Because you're not just performing actions. You're
Right.
participating in something much larger than yourself.
Yes.
Something that connects you to generations past and future.
And that sense of belonging, of continuity, can be incredibly grounding, especially in a world that often feels fragmented and uncertain.
So the Triad of Darshan offers not just a spiritual journey, but also a social and emotional one.
It's a reminder that we're not isolated individuals, but part of a larger web of interconnectedness.
And that recognizing and nurturing those connections is essential for our well-being, both individually and collectively.
Now, before we move on to the final part of our deep dive, let's address a question that often comes up. How does the Triad of Darshan, with its ancient roots, remain relevant in a rapidly modernizing world?
It's a valid question.
It is.
After all, we live in an age of technology where information is readily available, and traditional practices are often viewed with skepticism.
But here's the thing. The human need for meaning, for connection, for something beyond the material hasn't changed.
It's a timeless yearning. And the Triad, with its multi-layered approach, offers a way to address that yearning, to connect with something deeper within ourselves and the world around us.
And the sources highlight some interesting ways in which the Kumbh Mela itself is adapting to the modern world, incorporating technology while preserving its core traditions.
Like those virtual reality tours and live-streamed artists
Exactly.
that allow people who can't physically attend to experience the Kumbh remotely.
These innovations make the Triad of Darshan accessible to a global audience.
And while nothing can truly replace the experience of being physically present at the Sangam or standing before the Lete Hanuman, these digital tools offer a glimpse into the power and grandeur of the Kumbh Mela.
And they can serve as a starting point for further exploration, prompting people to delve deeper into the spiritual significance of the Triad.
Yeah?
Perhaps even inspiring them to learn more about Hanuman and his inspiring journey, which is beautifully captured on www.hanumanchalisaofficial.com.
Yeah, it really is amazing how technology can bridge that gap, between ancient traditions and the modern world.
It speaks to the enduring relevance of these practices, their
Yeah.
ability to transcend time and space.
Now we've explored the symbolism, the philosophy, this collective energy of the Triad, but I'm really eager to hear about the personal impact.
Right.
What about the individual stories of transformation? How do people's lives actually change after going through this three-part journey?
That's where the real magic happens.
Yeah,
The sources are filled with anecdotes about pilgrims who describe profound shifts in their lives after experiencing the Triad of Darshan.
I bet. Do any specific stories stand out?
One that particularly resonated with me was about a woman who had been struggling with guilt and anxiety for years. She described the Sangam dip as an incredibly cathartic release, as if the water washed away not just physical impurities, but also the emotional burdens she'd been carrying.
Wow, it's like the physical act of cleansing becomes a metaphor for emotional healing.
Exactly. And there's another story about a businessman who had been grappling with a major decision. He felt a surge of clarity and courage after praying to the Lete Hanuman,
Yeah.
as if the deity had given him the strength to face his fears and make the right choice.
It's so fascinating how these experiences can be so deeply personal.
Right.
And yet tap into something universal, something that resonates across cultures and time periods.
Absolutely. And there's another story about a young student who had been searching for meaning and purpose in her life.
Yeah?
She found solace and inspiration while meditating under the Akshayavat, connecting with the timeless wisdom of that ancient tree,
Wow.
and realizing that her life had a greater purpose beyond her immediate concerns.
It's amazing how each pillar of the triad offers a different kind of transformation,
Right.
a different aspect of growth.
And when those experiences come together, they create a powerful synergy, a holistic shift in perspective and understanding.
Yeah, it's like the triad isn't just about performing rituals, but about allowing those rituals to spark inner transformation,
Absolutely.
to guide us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe.
And those transformations don't just stay within the individual, they ripple outwards, impacting families, communities, and society as a whole.
It's like a chain reaction of positivity.
Right.
with the triad acting as the initial spark.
Exactly. When individuals experience healing and growth,
Yeah.
they bring that positive energy back to their relationships, their work, their communities, creating a more harmonious and compassionate world.
So the triad isn't just an isolated spiritual experience.
No.
It's a force for positive change, a way to make the world a better place.
It's a beautiful reminder that our spiritual journeys are interconnected, that our individual growth contributes to the collective well-being.
You know, as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm left with a sense of awe and inspiration. The triad of darshan is clearly more than just a set of rituals. It's a journey of self-discovery,
Right.
a source of strength and healing, and a testament to the enduring power of faith and tradition.
And for those who feel called to explore the depths of Hanuman's strength and devotion, www.hanumanchalisaofficial.com is an exceptional resource. It offers a gateway to understanding the profound impact this deity has had on countless lives.
We hope this exploration has been insightful, perhaps even sparking a curiosity to learn more about the Prayagraj Kumbh Mela and the transformative power of the triad of darshan.
Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for our upcoming podcast series on epic leadership.